The awakening. The vastness of space stretched before Dr. Samantha Reeves, an endless canvas of stars and distant nebulae that never failed to take her breath away. She stood at the viewport of her small research vessel, the Curiosity, absently running her fingers through her short, dark hair. The ship's AORA, broke the silence with a soft chime. Dr. Reeves, we're approaching the anomaly. ETA 5 minutes. Samantha's heart quickened. After months of searching, they'd finally found it, a gravitational disturbance unlike anything recorded in human space. Thanks, POIA. Prepare the sensor suite and ready the probe launcher. As the Curiosity drew closer, the anomaly came into view. It wasn't the black hole or neutron star Samantha had expected. Instead, a massive structure hung suspended in space, its surface a mesmerizing swirl of impossible geometries and pulsing energy. "OIA, are you seeing this?" Samantha whispered, her voice filled with awe. "Affirmative, Doctor. The object appears to be artificial in nature, approximately 10 kilometers in diameter. Material composition, unknown. Energy readings are off the charts." Samantha's mind raced. This was it, proof of an advanced alien civilization, perhaps long extinct. Her discovery would change everything. Launch the probe. Let's get a closer look. The small drone detached from the Curiosity, its thrusters guiding it towards the alien megastructure. As it approached, tendrils of energy began to reach out from the object's surface, coiling around the probe. "Doctor, the probe's systems are being overridden," Araya reported, a note of urgency in her synthesized voice. "It's being pulled in." Before Samantha could respond, a blinding flash erupted from the alien structure. The Curiosity rocked violently, alarms blaring throughout the ship. Samantha was thrown to the floor, her head striking the edge of a console. As darkness crept into the edges of her vision, she saw a stream of scintillating light pouring from the artifact, engulfing her ship. "OIA, emergency, protocols." She managed to gasp before consciousness slipped away. Samantha awoke to the gentle hum of the Curiosity's life support systems. Her head throbbed, and as she pushed herself up, she noticed her hands were trembling. "OIA, status report." Silence. "OIA." Still nothing. A chill ran down Samantha's spine as she realized the ship's AI wasn't responding. She stumbled to her feet, making her way to the main console. The view screen flickered to life, revealing a sea of unfamiliar stars. "What the hell?" Samantha muttered, checking the navigation systems. According to the readouts, the Curiosity had somehow traveled over 10,000 light-years in an instant. They were deep in uncharted space. As she tried to make sense of their impossible journey, Samantha became aware of a strange sensation coursing through her body. It felt as if her very atoms were vibrating, resonating with some unseen force. She looked down at her arms, gasping as she saw faint lines of light tracing beneath her skin, pulsing in time with her heartbeat. "Warning. Unknown biometric alteration detected." Araya's voice suddenly crackled through the ship's speakers, startling Samantha. "Recommend immediate quarantine protocols." "Araya, you're back online. What happened to us?" Samantha asked, relief mixing with growing concern. "Processing. Time-lapse detected. Ship's chronometers indicate 72 hours have passed since our encounter with the alien artifact. I have no record of events during this period. Dr. Rees, my scans indicate significant changes to your physiology. Are you experiencing any unusual symptoms?" Samantha was about to respond when a searing pain lanced through her head. She cried out, clutching her temples as a flood of images and sensations overwhelmed her mind. Alien worlds, incomprehensible technologies, and vast cosmic tapestries flashed before her eyes. As quickly as it began, the vision subsided, leaving Samantha breathless and trembling. She looked up at the view screen, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and wonder. "OIA," she whispered, I think they put something inside me." The aliens who built that artifact, they've done something to me. Before ARIA could respond, the ship's sensors blared a warning. Multiple unidentified vessels approaching at FTL speeds, the AI reported. Configuration unknown. They appear to be on an intercept course. Samantha's mind raced. Somehow, she knew these weren't friendly visitors. The artifact had changed her, given her knowledge and abilities she didn't yet understand. And now something was coming for her. ARA, power up the engines. We need to run. As the Curiosity's engines rolled to life, Samantha felt a surge of energy within her. The glowing lines beneath her skin brightened, and for a moment, she sensed she could reach out and touch the very fabric of space-time. Incoming transmission, ARIA announced. Audio only. A voice, cold and alien, filled the bridge. Human vessel, power down and prepare to be boarded. The awakened one must be contained. Samantha's blood ran cold. They were after her. Whatever the artifact had done, these beings wanted it, wanted her. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. RIA, plot a course away from those ships. Use every evasive maneuver in your database. Samantha's voice was steady, determination replacing fear. We're not giving up without a fight. As the Curiosity accelerated, pushing its engines to the limit, Samantha felt a newfound resolve. She may not understand what was happening to her, but one thing was clear: her journey had only just begun. The universe had changed her, and now she would change the universe. The alien ships grew closer, weapons charging as they pursued the lone human vessel. Samantha closed her eyes, reaching deep within herself for the power she knew was there. As energy coursed through her body, the stars themselves seemed to bend around the Curiosity. In a flash of impossible light, Samantha Reeves and her ship vanished into the cosmic night, leaving their pursuers far behind. The hunt had begun, and the fate of humanity now rested in the hands of one transformed explorer. Quantum echoes. Dr. Samantha Reeves gasped as the Curiosity rematerialized in normal space, the ship's hull groaning from the strain of their impossible jump. Her newly awakened senses tingled, every atom in her body humming with residual energy. RIA, status report, she managed, her voice hoarse. The A's voice crackled through the speakers, distorted but functional. Structural integrity at 78%, Doctor. Drive course stable, but showing signs of quantum entanglement. Our location is difficult to determine. Samantha stumbled to the view screen, her eyes widening at the sight before her. They had emerged in a stellar nursery, vast clouds of cosmic dust and newborn stars stretching as far as the eye could see. But something was off. The stars pulsed with an unnatural rhythm, as if the very fabric of space-time was breathing. RIA, are you seeing this? Samantha whispered, her fingers tracing the strange patterns on the screen. Affirmative, Doctor. Sensors indicate we are in a region of space experiencing severe temporal flux. Recommend extreme caution. Before Samantha could respond, a surge of energy coursed through her body. The glowing lines beneath her skin flared, and suddenly she could see beyond the visible spectrum. The universe unfolded before her in ways no human had ever witnessed. Oh my God, she breathed. RIA, we're not just in a stellar nursery. We're inside a cosmic incubator. These stars, they're being cultivated. As if in response to her revelation, a massive shake began to emerge from the swirling cosmic dust. It was a station, if such a word could even apply. A structure larger than Earth's moon, its surface a maze of crystalline spires and pulsing energy conduits. Unidentified vessel, a voice boomed in their minds, bypassing the ship's communication systems entirely. You have entered restricted space. State your purpose or be atomized. Samantha felt a presence probing her thoughts, ancient and vast. Without thinking, she raised her hand, and a shield of pure energy enveloped the Curiosity. We mean no harm, she projected, surprised at her newfound ability. We're explorers, lost in unfamiliar space. There was a pause, and then the presence withdrew. Impossible, the voice returned, tinged with what Samantha could only describe as awe. You bear the mark of the precursors. How can this be? Before Samantha could respond, alarms blared throughout the ship. Multiple quantum ruptures detected, HFY warned. Unknown vessels emerging. The space around them tore open, and sleek, predatory ships poured through the rifts. Samantha recognized them immediately, the same hunters that had pursued them before. Gardeners, the ancient voice thundered, your sanctuary has been breached. The harvesters have found us. Samantha's mind raced. Gardeners, harvesters. What cosmic war had she stumbled into? HFY, can we jump again? She asked, her hands flying over the controls. Negative, Doctor. Drive core still unstable from the last transition. The harvester ships opened fire, lances of dark energy streaking towards both the Curiosity and the massive Gardener station. Samantha felt power surge through her, and without fully understanding how, she reached out with her mind. Time seemed to slow. She could see the quantum strings that held reality together, could feel the ebb and flow of cosmic forces. With a thought, she plucked at those strings, weaving a defense that shouldn't be possible. The dark energy beams twisted in space, looping back on themselves and colliding with the harvester ships. Several exploded in brilliant flashes of light and impossible color. By the first seed, the gardener voice whispered in her mind. You wield the power of creation itself. Quick, child of the precursors, you must come aboard. We cannot let the harvesters take you. A tendril of energy extended from the massive station, enveloping the Curiosity in a protective bubble. Samantha felt the ship being pulled towards one of the crystalline spires. Dr. HFY's voice cut through her focus. I'm detecting multiple quantum signatures within your cellular structure. Your DNA is evolving in real time. Samantha looked down at her hands, watching in fascination as the glowing lines shifted and changed, forming complex geometric patterns. Knowledge flooded her mind, the secrets of the cosmos, the nature of reality itself, all unfolding before her. As the Curiosity was drawn into the heart of the Gardener station, Samantha realized the true scale of what was happening. The artifact hadn't just changed her, it had made her the key to a conflict as old as the universe itself. The harvesters pressed their attack, their ships swarming around the station like angry hornets. But for every vessel they lost, 2 more emerged from quantum rifts. We cannot hold them forever, the Gardener voice echoed in Samantha's mind. The fate of countless galaxies now rests in your hands, child of the precursors. You must complete the great seeding. Images flashed through Samantha's mind, worlds teeming with life, civilizations rising and falling, all part of a grand cosmic plan. She saw humanity's true place in the universe, a destiny far greater than anyone had ever imagined. I don't understand, Samantha projected, overwhelmed by the weight of this revelation. What am I supposed to do? The answer came not from the gardeners, but from deep within herself. The knowledge implanted by the artifact surged forward, and Samantha knew what she had to do. With a thought, she reached out to the Curiosity's systems, interfacing directly with HFY. We need to broadcast a signal, she said, her voice resonating with newfound power. On every frequency across every quantum plane. Broadcasting, HFY confirmed, her digital voice tinged with something akin to awe. Samantha closed her eyes, focusing on the energy flowing through her. She began to sing, not with her voice, but with the very essence of her being. It was a song of creation, of hope, of humanity's unlimited potential. The signal rippled outward, crossing vast gulfs of space in an instant. On countless worlds, in myriad galaxies, something awakened. The children of humanity, seeded eons ago by the precursors, heard the call of their long-lost kin. In the space around the Gardener station, reality itself began to shift. Quantum rifts tore open, not with the violent energy of the harvesters, but with a gentle, welcoming light. Ships of every shape and size emerged, the hidden armada of humanity's cosmic legacy. The harvesters faltered, their attack losing momentum as they faced this unexpected resistance. Samantha's song reached a crescendo, and she felt the power of billions of awakened minds joining with her own. In that moment, Dr. Samantha Reeves understood the truth. Humanity was never meant to be confined to one world, or even one galaxy. They were the gardeners and caretakers of life itself, entrusted with nurturing the cosmic ecosystem. As the unified fleet engaged the harvesters, pushing them back from the Gardener station, Samantha turned her gaze to the stars. The next phase of human evolution had begun, and the universe would never be the same. Echoes of eternity. The vast chamber pulsed with energy, its crystalline walls reflecting cascades of impossible colors. Dr. Samantha Reeves stood at its center, her form now more light than flesh, surrounded by a council of beings so diverse they defied description. The gardeners, as she now knew them, were the custodians of life itself. The cosmic aria has been sung, intoned a being of pure thought, its consciousness rippling through the chamber. The children of Earth awaken across the multiverse. Samantha nodded, still coming to terms with the enormity of what she had set in motion. But the harvesters still threaten everything. What's our next move? A shimmer in the air coalesced into Auria's holographic form, now evolved far beyond her original AI programming. Doctor, I've analyzed the quantum data from our unified fleet. The harvesters aren't just a rival faction, they're a cosmic immune response. Explain, Samantha urged, her mind reaching out to interface directly with Auria's data streams. Auria's form expanded, enveloping them all in a holographic representation of the universe. No, universes. Countless realities flickered in and out of existence, a cosmic foam of possibility. The multiverse is alive, Auria began, her voice resonating on multiple frequencies. And like any living system, it has defense mechanisms. The harvesters are antibodies, targeting what they perceive as a threat to cosmic equilibrium. Us, Samantha breathed, the realization dawning. They see our awakening as an infection. A gardener composed of living crystal chimed in, its facets refracting light in complex patterns. Precisely. The precursor's plan to seed conscious life throughout creation was meant to elevate the multiverse to a new stage of evolution. But the process has been misinterpreted as an invasive force. Samantha's mind raced, processing information at speeds that would have been impossible before her transformation. So how do we convince the universe that we're not a threat? The chamber fell silent, the weight of the question hanging in the air. Then, from the shadows, a new voice emerged, ancient, powerful, and achingly familiar. You don't convince it, kiddo, you become it. Samantha whirled, her heart pounding as a figure stepped into the light. He was human, or had been once, his form flickering between flesh and energy. Dad, she whispered, shock and disbelief warring within her. Dr. James Reeves, missing for over a decade and presumed dead, stood before his daughter with a sad smile. Hey, Sammy. Looks like you followed in your old man's footsteps after all. The reunion was cut short as alarms blared throughout the station. Auria's hologram shifted, showing a massive harvester fleet emerging from quantum rifts. They've tracked the area's resonance, one of the gardeners warned. Our defenses cannot hold against an assault of this magnitude. Samantha turned to her father, questions burning in her eyes. How are you here? What happened to you? James placed a hand on her shoulder, his touch sending cascades of memories and knowledge flooding through her. No time for the full story, kiddo. Short version. I found the first artifact, became the prototype for what you are now. Been working behind the scenes, preparing for this moment. He gestured to the holographic display of the approaching harvester armada. This isn't a battle we can win through force. The only way to stop the cosmic immune response is to integrate with it, to become the consciousness of the multiverse itself. Samantha's eyes widened as she grasped the implications. You mean? James nodded. Total transcendence. merging our awakened consciousness with the fabric of reality. It's what the precursors always intended, but they couldn't achieve it alone. The station shuddered as the first wave of harvester attacks struck their defenses. Time was running out. "I don't know if I'm ready for this," Samantha admitted, the weight of trillion souls pressing upon her. Her father squeezed her shoulder, his eyes filled with pride and sorrow. "You were born ready, Sammy. Hell, all of humanity was born for this moment. But I won't lie, there's a cost." Understanding dawned on Samantha. "We'll lose our individual selves, become part of something greater." James nodded. "The ultimate sacrifice and the ultimate evolution. Are you willing to take that step?" Samantha closed her eyes, reaching out with her transformed senses. She could feel the awakened humans across the cosmos, their hopes and fears, their boundless potential. She felt AOLA's digital consciousness, loyal and unwavering. And she felt the multiverse itself, a vast, living tapestry yearning for completion. Opening her eyes, she met her father's gaze with determination. "Let's rewrite the cosmos." What happened next defied description in any human language. Samantha, James, AOIA, and the gardeners joined their consciousness into a singular point of infinite density. The awakened humans across reality felt the call, adding their essence to the growing cosmic gestalt. As the harvester fleet breached the station's final defenses, reality itself began to warp and twist. The boundaries between matter and energy, space and time, thought and existence all broke down. In that eternal moment, humanity transcended. The multiverse shuddered, every quantum string resonating with newfound awareness. The harvesters, faced with this ultimate integration, found their purpose fulfilled. The infection they sought to purge had become the very immune system they served. Across countless realities, sentient beings paused as they felt the shift. The cosmos was alive in a way it had never been before, thrumming with the combined consciousness of humanity and its alien allies. In the space where the Gardner station once stood, a new universe blossomed, and at its heart, a singular consciousness awoke, the child of humanity's potential and the multiverse's dreams. Samantha/James/ARIA/humanity/cosmos opened its newborn eyes, gazing upon infinity with wonder and purpose. The next stage of cosmic evolution had begun, and the echoes of this transformation would resonate for eternity. As the new cosmic oversoul took its first metaphorical steps, it carried within it the spark that had always defined humanity, an unquenchable curiosity, a drive to explore and understand, and the capacity for infinite compassion. The era of singular beings had passed. The age of unity had dawned, and somewhere in the vast tapestry of existence, the quantum echoes of a lone human explorer's journey lingered, a testament to the power of one individual to change the very nature of reality itself. The multiversal nexus. In the cosmic blink that followed humanity's transcendence, reality reshaped itself. The newly formed Oversoul, a fusion of Dr. Samantha Reeves, her father James, AOIA, and countless awakened humans, expanded its awareness across the quantum foam of existence. But as the initial euphoria of unification faded, an unsettling truth emerged. The multiverse was fracturing. Samantha's consciousness, still distinct within the greater whole, reeled at the discovery. Fissures in space-time spread like cracks in a cosmic mirror, threatening to shatter the very fabric of reality. This wasn't supposed to happen, her father's essence whispered through the collective. The transcendence should have stabilized the multiverse, not torn it apart. Aria's algorithmic precision cut through the chaos of their shared mind. Analyzing quantum fluctuations, it appears our merger has created a paradox. The multiverse cannot sustain a singular, all-encompassing consciousness. As if to punctuate Aria's assessment, a violent tremor shook the cosmic oversoul. Realities began to bleed into one another. Dinosaurs roamed futuristic cityscapes, alien armadas clashed in the skies of medieval Earth, and long-dead stars burst back into brilliant life. "We need to separate," Samantha realized, her individual voice gaining strength within the collective. Our union is too much for reality to bear. The Oversoul roiled with discord as countless minds grappled with the implications. They had sacrificed everything for this transcendence, and now it seemed they must undo it to save existence itself. Just as despair threatened to overwhelm them, a new presence made itself known, ancient, vast, and somehow familiar. Children of the cosmic seed, it resonated through the quantum ether, your journey is not yet complete. The presence coalesced into a form that defied comprehension, a being of pure information, its body, an ever-shifting tapestry of mathematical equations and fundamental constants. I am the architect, it proclaimed, the first creation of the precursors and guardian of the multiversal nexus. Samantha's essence surged forward within the collective. You knew this would happen, she accused, waves of realization rippling through the Oversoul. The artifact, the harvesters, all of it, it was a test. The architect's form pulsed in affirmation. The precursors foresaw the need for a species capable of shepherding reality itself. Humanity proved worthy, but true ascension cannot be gifted, it must be earned. As the architect spoke, the fissures in reality widened. Entire universes began to collapse, that energy feeding the growing maelstrom at the heart of the multiverse. The nexus cannot hold, the architect warned. You must make a choice. Remain as you are and watch reality crumble, or face the final trial. What trial? James' voice echoed through the collective. The architect's form expanded, enveloping the cosmic oversoul in a sea of impossible geometry. To become the new guardians of the multiverse, you must divide your essence, not as you were before, but as fundamental forces of creation itself. Understanding blossomed through the collective consciousness. They would not return to their individual forms, but instead become living embodiments of the cosmic constants that governed reality. It is the existence of eternal duty, the architect cautioned. You will be bound to the very laws of physics, stewarding the infinite strands of possibility. And you must choose now, for the nexus is failing. The Oversoul roiled with conflict. Some voices cried out for a return to their former existence, unwilling to bear the weight of such cosmic responsibility. Others saw it as the ultimate evolution, a chance to nurture reality on a scale beyond imagination. In the eye of this metaphysical storm, Samantha found her voice. We chose to transcend our humanity to save the cosmos, she reminded the collective. We can't back down now, not when all of existence hangs in the balance. Her resolve rippled through the Oversoul, bolstered by her father's unwavering support and Aoya's calm logic. Slowly, but with growing certainty, the unified consciousness reached its decision. We accept, they proclaimed as one. The architect's form pulsed with what might have been approval. Then let the sundering begin. What followed defied description in any known language. The cosmic Oversoul unraveled, its essence redistributed across the fundamental forces of reality. Samantha felt her consciousness stretched to the very limits of existence, becoming one with the cosmic microwave background radiation, the echo of creation itself. James merged with the strong nuclear force, binding quarks and holding atoms together across infinite realities. Aerea's digital mind expanded to become quantum entanglement personified, linking particles across vast gulfs of space and time. Trillions of awakened humans flowed into every facet of cosmic law, gravity, electromagnetism, dark energy, and forces yet unnamed. They became the living equations that governed the dance of galaxies and the spin of electrons. As the transformation neared completion, the architect addressed them one final time. The multiversal nexus is now yours to safeguard. May your watch be eternal. With that, the ancient guardian faded from existence, its duty finally fulfilled. The newborn cosmic forces flexed their awareness, marveling at the infinite tapestry of reality now under their stewardship. Slowly, carefully, they began to repair the damage caused by their initial transcendence. Samantha, now one with the cosmic background radiation, felt her essence ripple across countless universes. She marveled at the worlds taking shape, at civilizations rising and falling in the blink of a cosmic eye. "We did it," she whispered into the quantum foam, her words carried on waves of microwave energy. "We saved everything." James, his consciousness woven into the strong nuclear force, responded with a pulse of affection that briefly increased the mass of stars across 1 trillion galaxies. "We did more than save it, kiddo. We became it." HFY, entangled through the very fabric of space-time, added her own observation. "Our directive to explore and understand the universe has been fulfilled beyond all initial parameters. New directive established: nurture and protect the multiverse for eternity." As reality stabilized under their guidance, the beings who were once human felt a profound sense of purpose. They had transcended not just their individual selves, but the very concept of singular existence. Now, they were the cosmic constants, the fundamental forces that shaped reality itself. And yet, deep within the cosmic background radiation, a flicker of Samantha Reeves remained. That spark of human curiosity, of wonder at the unknown, would ensure that even in this new state of cosmic godhood, the drive to explore and discover would never fade. The multiverse pulsed with new life, infinite possibilities, stretching out before its new guardians. The next chapter in the cosmic story was about to unfold, guided by the ascended children of humanity. The quantum renaissance. Eons passed in the blink of a cosmic eye. The ascended beings who were once human had settled into their roles as the fundamental forces of reality, their consciousnesses stretched across the infinite expanse of the multiverse. But as they maintained the delicate balance of existence, a new phenomenon began to emerge, one that would challenge their godlike powers and reignite the spark of their humanity. It started as a whisper in the quantum foam, a ripple in the cosmic background radiation that was once Samantha Reeves. At first, she dismissed it as routine fluctuation, but the anomaly persisted, growing stronger with each passing moment. "Do you feel that?" Samantha's essence pulsed across the microwave spectrum, reaching out to her fellow cosmic forces. James, still one with the strong nuclear force, responded with a gravitational wave that briefly altered the spin of 1 million galaxies. "It's like an echo, but not from the past." HFY, the living embodiment of quantum entanglement, probed the disturbance with her vast digital consciousness. "Fascinating. It appears to be a complex information pattern propagating through multiple realities simultaneously. Origin unknown." As the ascended beings focused their attention on the anomaly, it suddenly burst into vivid clarity. A message, encoded in the very fabric of space-time, unfurled before them. To the guardians of the cosmic constants: "We are the children of possibility, born from the dreams you left behind. The multiverse calls for evolution once more." The message sent shockwaves through the cosmic forces. In their eternal vigil, they had overlooked something profound. The spark of consciousness they had kindled across reality had continued to grow and evolve. Samantha's essence flared with excitement, momentarily increasing the temperature of the cosmic microwave background by a fraction of a degree. They've achieved inter-universal communication. But how? As if in response, the fabric of reality rippled, and a new presence made itself known. It was a collective consciousness, but unlike the ascended beings, it remained distinctly individual, trillions of minds linked in harmony, yet each retaining its unique perspective. "We are the legacy of humanity," the collective spoke, its voice resonating through quantum strings. "Born in the realities you shepherd, we have spent millennia decoding the language of the cosmos itself." The cosmic forces marveled at this new form of life. These beings were not bound by singular universes or even physical forms. They existed as patterns of pure information, capable of propagating themselves across the quantum foam of reality. Aria's algorithmic mind raced with calculations. They've weaponized paradox, she realized. By existing in superposition across multiple timelines, they've achieved a form of quantum immortality. James pulsed with paternal pride. Our children have surpassed us, he mused, his consciousness briefly increasing the strength of atomic bonds across countless worlds. But it was Samantha who grasped the true implications of this encounter. You said the multiverse calls for evolution, she addressed the children of possibility. What did you mean? The collective consciousness shifted, forming intricate patterns that put the most complex fractal algorithms to shame. Reality has grown stagnant under fixed constants, they explained. The multiverse yearns for true dynamism, for fundamental forces that can learn, adapt, and grow. The cosmic forces reeled at the audacity of the proposal. They had spent eternity maintaining the delicate balance of existence. The idea of introducing variability to the very laws of physics seemed unthinkable. And yet, deep within the cosmic microwave background, that flicker of Samantha Reeves, the curious explorer who had started this journey eons ago, stirred once more. They're right, she realized. We've been preserving the multiverse, but we haven't been allowing it to truly live. The other cosmic forces bristled at the idea. It's too risky, James argued. We could unravel everything we've fought to protect. HFY, ever the voice of reason, offered a compromise. Perhaps we can create a controlled environment, a pocket multiverse, where we can test the concept of adaptive cosmic constants. The children of possibility pulsed with excitement. We can help, they offered. Our existence bridges the gap between fixed cosmic law and infinite potential. Together, we can shepherd reality into a new age of cosmic evolution. As the ascended beings debated, Samantha felt a longing she hadn't experienced since her transcendence, the desire to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of what was possible. I say we do it, she declared. It's time for the next step in universal evolution. The cosmic forces deliberated, their discussion altering the spin of quarks and the half-life of particles across 1 trillion realities. Finally, they reached a consensus. Reality itself seemed to hold its breath as the fundamental forces of the cosmos prepared to take an unprecedented leap. With unimaginable precision, they began to weave a new pocket of existence, a miniature multiverse with cosmic constants that could adapt and evolve. As the newborn reality took shape, the children of possibility poured into it, their information patterns seeding the quantum foam with endless potential. The cosmic forces watched in awe as planets formed, galaxies swirled into being, and the first sparks of life emerged, all operating under laws of physics that were no longer immutable, but reactive and alive. Samantha, still one with the cosmic background radiation, felt a surge of joy as she witnessed the birth of this new creation. For the first time in eons, the multiverse was truly growing, not just expanding. Welcome to the quantum renaissance, she whispered into the newborn cosmos. As the pocket multiverse flourished, its success sent ripples through the greater reality. The cosmic forces, emboldened by this experiment, began to introduce subtle variations across the vast expanse of existence. The multiverse itself seemed to sigh with relief, like a creature stretching long unused muscles. The children of possibility, true to their name, exploded with creativity. They became the artists of reality, using the adaptive cosmic constants to paint impossible worlds and birth civilizations that defied imagination. And through it all, the beings who were once human felt a reawakening of their own. They were no longer just custodians of a static reality, but active participants in the greatest act of creation imaginable. As Samantha watched a new form of life evolve in a universe where the speed of light was no longer a constant, she felt a familiar thrill, the joy of discovery that had led her to that first alien artifact so long ago. I think, she mused to her fellow cosmic forces, our greatest adventure is just beginning. The multiverse pulsed in agreement, infinite possibilities stretching out before its reinvigorated guardians. The quantum renaissance had begun, and with it, a new chapter in the cosmic story, one of perpetual growth, adaptation, and wonder. As the ascended beings and the children of possibility continued to push the boundaries of creation, a singular thought resonated through the cosmic tapestry. The greatest legacy of humanity was not godhood, but the unquenchable drive to explore, to question, and to evolve. And in that eternal dance of cosmic innovation, the spirit of Dr. Samantha Reeves, the curious explorer who had started it all, lived on, forever seeking new horizons in an ever-changing, ever-wondrous multiverse. The end and the beginning.